Hey, how's it going? I'm Resell Rafa, and this is my channel, Follow My Flipping Dollar. I'm a reseller, and I sell on 3 platforms: Facebook Marketplace, eBay, and Amazon. And this is my weekday, or like basically the start of the week episode, and I'm going to show you what I pick up thrifting. So let me show you. I just went to Goodwill. It's Sunday afternoon. Let me show you what I got. Okay, first up is this full zip jacket. The brand is, I'd never heard of it before, but it's Cotopaxi. I just thought to look it up because the quality, like the way it felt, just felt really good. And it turns out it's going to sell for probably 30 or 40 bucks. And let's see, I paid $5.99 for it. Okay, next up is this super awesome Air Jordan hoodie. I paid $5.99 for it. To be honest, this is probably my size, and I might keep this one because it's so cool. It's like got like an embroidered or like sewn on Jumpman, and I haven't seen any others like it on eBay. Next is a vintage Nike trail shoe. This is the ACG. They're in, like, the upper is in pretty good condition. The only thing is it looks like at the front maybe there was a glue issue, or maybe someone glued it back together a little bit, but I'm thinking that just these have a really cool look, and someone might pick these up because they're just vintage Nike, and that's always something that people are scouting out. They were $6. Okay, next is this new with tags. It's brand new Nike dry fit shirt, size medium. It was only $2.99. Hope to get about 15 bucks for this one. Next up is a Cincinnati Reds Johnny Bench jersey. It's got like his name sewn into there. This was $2.99, and the brand on this one is Rawlings. And the last thing that I got, this is my favorite one. This is a Mount Rushmore all over print. Pretty sure this is a vintage jerseys tag, and only paid $2.99 for this one. You can see it's just super cool. It's got a front and back that looks just like that. It's Monday afternoon. Let me show you what I got at Goodwill. The first thing are the Salomon. The model is X Mission 3. This is a women's trail running shoe. You can see the more aggressive lugs on the bottom of this. In pretty good condition overall. Salomon is a specialty running brand and like shoe company. And what's interesting about some shoes is some shoes, they make all different levels of like quality shoes, and so, you know, they might make a $40 shoe, then like a $75 shoe, $100, $150, like all the different levels. As far as I'm aware, Salomon pretty much just makes high-end shoes, and so if you see Salomon, you definitely want to pick them up. I've never actually sold this brand before when I worked in the running store. It's just not a brand that we carry, but I've definitely always been on the lookout. You just don't see these very much in Tulsa all that often, but they're, like I said, in pretty nice condition. I paid $8.99 for them, and I'm gonna hope to get about 40 for these. The next thing that I got is pretty interesting. It is a Stanley Cup 2014 Champions LA Kings like pennant. It's like a framed pennant, but the deal is, this is not one of those fabric pennants. This one's like solid, or like more of a hard material, so I'm not sure exactly what it is. It needs a little bit of cleaning up, but what's really nice is it still has like those protective cardboard pieces on the end of it, and so if I get it cleaned up, it's basically going to be in new condition. And so those the regular pennants that are like the fabric are selling for about 20 to 30 on eBay, and so I'm hoping this one, since it's a little bit nicer, it's already framed, will sell for a little bit more. It is a little bit of an awkward shape, so I'm gonna have to find like a really long kind of wide box for it, but it was only $3, so I thought I'd give it a chance. Okay, this next thing, this is a crazy story. So, like I said, I'm a physical therapist assistant. I work in a nursing home, and I have an elderly patient right now that I'm working with that he wears red suspenders every day. And what is crazy is this last weekend when I went garage selling, I found some red suspenders and I almost got them for him because sometimes he can't find his suspenders, they're missing, and he usually finds them. And so I thought maybe he should have a second pair, but I passed on them. I don't really know why. I just thought, I don't know if he needs another pair of these. If he wants another pair, maybe his pair of suspenders are special to him. So anyway, when I went to see him today, as it turns out, he couldn't find his suspenders. And I told him the whole story, and I said, I almost picked those up at the garage sale for you. And he said, well, he would have liked to have them. I said, well, that's too bad. And I thought, well, I'll probably never find those again. That was 2 days ago. In Goodwill today, underneath the pennant flags, I noticed there are some brown suspenders, and then I looked a little bit harder, and there's all different colors, and I found new in the package red suspenders that I'm gonna bring to this guy. And so it's just like, how often do you find suspenders twice in 1 week that are red? I don't know, I just thought that was a crazy story that I had to share. So these are obviously aren't for resale. But yeah, and they had a lot of these new in the package, so if he loses them again, I'll just get him some more. By the way, he just calls them spinders. Give my spinders for me. That's what he says. I can't figure out what type of material this is. See, it's harder, but it's like, I don't know what to call it, because I definitely want to say that it's not, that soft kind of fabric, but I don't know. If you know, leave a comment. Let me know. So I went to a second Goodwill today, and I went ahead and came home, and I thought I'd show you my haul from there. I really scored pretty big at the second one. I got several things, mostly shoes, which is pretty much my favorite thing to flip. And let me start off with what's not shoes. I got these new with tags, Carhartt Carpenter flame resistant Carpenter jeans. And they are size, let's see, there's the branding on them. They're size 38 by 32, and these were only priced at $7.49. And so they were priced like their regular jeans, like the regular used jeans. So anytime I see something new with tags, I pick it up. Or, I try to, especially if it's a brand that I recognize. I don't normally shop the jeans, but what happened was as I was going from one section of the store to another, these were just like on an end cap or like at the end of the rack, and I saw that they were Carhartt new with tags, and so I just stopped and looked them up, and it looks like they should sell for between $30 and $40 on eBay. Okay, so next let me show you the shoes that I got. These are Teva. It's like some type of like house shoe, like mock. What's really cool is this material kind of reminds me of like a puffer jacket. This heel is meant to be where you can like push it down like that and just slide your foot in. Super clean on the bottom. Only paid $8.99 for these. I think they should go for about $30 or $40. Okay, next, this one was kind of a gamble. These are some really nice Nakona boots, leather boots. Here's the deal though, as you can see, they're TCU, which is I think Texas Christian University, and I can't remember what their mascot is, but it's on there, and it's also on the front like that. And so these are a size men's, either 11 or 11 and a half, I can't see it very well right now, D width, in pretty nice condition. And so I just have to take the chance that somebody from TCU is going to be looking for some cowboy boots. And they weren't too expensive. They were $14.99. Typically nice boots like this are maybe even like $25. So I thought I'd give these a shot. I realized they might sit for a while until just the right buyer comes along, but they were kind of too cool to pass up. All right, next there's the brand on these, Red Wing shoes, super clean work boots. Check out the bottom, super clean. There's the back. I mean, they look like they've been worn just a couple times, maybe just hardly at all. They're steel toe, which is something that kind of makes them more expensive for a work shoe. They're oil and slip resistant. This is a women's work boot. It retails for $160, I believe, and so the resale value on these should be pretty good. Let me tell you what I paid for them. Hold on. Oh, Yeah, these weren't marked, and so that means they were $5.99, which is an awesome score on these. I couldn't believe that these weren't marked, because they're just such nice condition, and it's a popular brand. So $6 on these. Okay, this last one, this shoe you're gonna want to know if you're into reselling running shoes. This is the New Balance 990 V5, and let's see. There's on the tongue where it says what version it is. So this shoe has been around for decades. It's an iconic shoe. What's really interesting about this shoe, it is like over 70%, or they say that it's made in America, and it's like over 70% or something like that, American products. And so you have sometimes a lot of people that are specifically looking for items still made in America, and New Balance is like one of the only, it's really the only running shoe company that I know of that still makes some of their shoes here in America. This shoe particularly is iconic because it was the first ever running shoe to break the $100 mark, and I think that was back in the 80s. I had to re-look that one up, but it's the first ever shoe to break the $100 mark a long time ago. And this shoe currently retails for $175. So this is a super expensive running shoe. This is the black suede leather. Check out the bottom, how clean. You can still see like the nubs on them. And so I would guess that this shoe has, I mean, the condition's just so nice. Maybe like less than 10 miles on it. And so really, really good condition. Here's the only kicker about this shoe. When you're buying running shoes, you always want to check out the inside. It's missing the sock liner, and so that is definitely going to hurt the resale value on this shoe. A lot of times, like with runners or people that are just standing on their feet and buy running shoes because they stand on their feet all day, they have like over-the-counter aftermarket insoles that are really high quality that they put in this shoe. And so that's why I felt okay about buying this, is a lot of people have their own insoles that they'll put in here. But definitely when I list this, I'll make sure to put in the description, or maybe even the title, that it's missing the sock liner or the insole. But this is something, I've sold this shoe a few times and it always gets really, really good money. This is the current version, by the way, so you need to know when you're reselling running shoes what model, not just what model it is. This is the 990, but you want to know what edition it is, because if it's an older edition, it might not sell as well. So this is still the current one on the website, so super happy about that. Okay, so since I've talked so much about reselling running shoes, every episode of my channel pretty much, I've decided that, especially over the winter months when there's less garage sales, I want to give myself a project, and I'm trying to figure out how to kind of stand out on YouTube. And so what I know best, for as far as picking goes, is reselling running shoes. And so I'm gonna do a reselling running shoes project. I haven't figured out what I'm gonna name it yet, but I'm gonna tell you everything that you possibly ever need to know about reselling running shoes. And so I have a list of like shoes that I'm looking for right now, like I'm scouting out when I'm at garage sales and thrift stores. And I'm looking for ones that are, you know, good examples and also bad examples. And so this next pair that I picked up is not really for resale. It's just kind of a teaser of what you don't want to buy. And so the brand on this one is Hoka. So that is a Bolo brand. Hoka is probably the hottest trending specialty running shoe right now that there is. And so I was super excited when I just spotted these, you know, at first glance, but on deeper inspection, they're not going to be resellable, and you've got to watch my future videos to figure out why. But thanks so much for watching. I'm going to keep thrifting this week and show you those videos the rest of this week. It's Wednesday afternoon, and I decided to go thrifting this afternoon. I went to 2 different Goodwills, my favorite ones, and I came out with a ton of stuff, namely jackets. And so every time I go to Goodwill now, I pretty much shop the men's jackets. That's the area that I'm branching out. I used to just do shoes whenever I went to Goodwill and like hard goods, but I decided I wanted to have more stuff to look at, and so I'm looking at men's winter wear basically. And the last several times I've gone to Goodwill, like nothing new has been put out. And so I wasn't sure what the deal was, like if they had just like stocked up and then put it all out and then ran out of it. But I went today to both the Goodwills, and they both had new jackets, like tons of them. And so here's my haul from the first Goodwill. This first thing is not a jacket though. This is the Nike Hyper Venom X indoor soccer shoe. I paid 15 bucks for these, super clean condition. 2 colors there. I hope to get about 45 bucks for these, just super clean. I don't really like paying so much for shoes. I like to get them for under 10 bucks, but they're just such good condition, and they're worth pretty good money, so I did that. Okay, next here's all the jackets that I got. This is an LL Bean rain jacket. You can see. There's the tag on it. I'm hoping to get about 30 or 40 bucks for this jacket, and I paid $8.99 for it. All right, I picked up several soft shell jackets, and so this one is Marmot. Let's see. There's the brand on that. It's kind of hard to see. Pretty sure this is a women's based on the cut of it, but a really nice blue soft shell jacket. I paid $8.99 and hope to get anywhere from 30 to 60 probably. It's in super nice condition. It's just a really high, Marmot is a really nice outdoor brand that makes clothing, and I just hope to get 30 to 60 for it. Okay. This next one, I couldn't find any good sales comps on it. This is a Banana Republic, another soft shell jacket. What's interesting about this one, if you can see where the zipper is, this has weather taping over it. And so whenever it has this weather taping over the zipper, this means that it is a fully waterproof jacket. Some jackets say they're waterproof just based on the material, but to be fully waterproof, it has to have this taping right here to make the jacket where water couldn't get in through the zipper. So just recognizing that, I knew that it was a really high quality jacket, and so I paid $8.99 for this one too. And like I said, I couldn't find any sales comps, so I'm just gonna throw it up there for however much money I want to try to get, and then take a best offer if I don't sell it for full price. All right, next is this FootJoy. It's a golf brand jacket. This one is another, here's the logo on it, another pretty lightweight soft shell jacket. It's got zippers. It's in just pretty much like new condition. These are going for up to like 75 bucks on eBay, and I paid $8.99 for it. All right, this last one is the real winner. This one had a really vintage look to it. The brand is Derby of San Francisco. There's the logo on it. It is a bomber jacket. This thing at a minimum, they have a ton of sell through on eBay. They're going for $75 plus well over $100 for these vintage, and mine's in excellent condition. And so I'm really excited about all my haul from today. And let me show you my second haul, because I had a pretty big haul at the second Goodwill. All right, at the second Goodwill, they had new jackets out, not quite as many as the first Goodwill. So I picked up 2 more jackets and then some other stuff. Let me show you what I got. Starting with shoes, I picked up these. This brand is Lems, L-E-M-S. You can see they are in not great condition. This is considered like a minimalist shoe. There's the bottom, super clean on the bottom at least. But you can see quite a bit of wear on the top. For some reason, I just thought I have to look this brand up. I've never seen it before. I love selling shoes, and even in this type of condition where the forefoot wear is like that, these are still selling for 40 or 50 bucks, and these were only $5.99 because they weren't marked. I will say though, you can see right there, looks like a dog got hold of these laces, and so I was just gonna sell them, as they are, saying the laces aren't good, but a lot of times people don't want to go to the trouble of getting new laces for them, and I wasn't sure where to buy laces around here that looked like they would match this shoe. So I decided while I was in the Goodwill to message the company. They had like a live chat deal, and I asked customer service, if they sold new laces, and they did on their website for $4 with free shipping. So I paid $6 for this shoe at Goodwill, and then another $4 for laces. So I have $10 into these, and I hope to get 40 or 50 for them. All right, this next one I couldn't find any sales comps for. The brand is Abercrombie & Fitch. They can be vintage for their jackets, which are worth a lot of money. There's the brand on it. I just thought it had a really cool look to it. I don't think it's vintage. but I just thought all the colors on it were really cool. It kind of stands out. I couldn't find anything like it on eBay, so I paid $8.99 for it. So it might not have been the best purchase, but I just think it's got such cool colors that it'll sell. So, all right. Next, I couldn't find any sales comps for this one. This is a Holloway University of Tulsa Letterman jacket. Super, super clean condition. It looks like maybe it's never been worn. It's got leather on the sleeves and then different fabric right here. So I think this brand of Letterman jacket sells for a couple $100 new. And so since I couldn't find this exact one, again, I just took a chance on it. I only paid $8.99 for the jacket. So if you don't know, if you haven't watched my channel before this episode, I live in the Tulsa area, so live in Oklahoma. And I'm definitely gonna list this one on Facebook Marketplace because I think it just might have a good chance of selling locally. But I did find one Tulsa jacket that had sold online, University of Tulsa. It wasn't like a Letterman jacket though. So two kind of risks on those last ones. All right, these two next things I know are gonna be worth money. This is a vintage Aussie cycling jersey. You can see cycling jerseys often have these pockets right there, like for bottles or just other stuff that cyclists like carry with them. What's really cool about this one is it says Salsa Cycles, and this particular jersey is selling for about $50 in used condition on eBay, and I paid $4.99 for it. All right, I went through the t-shirts that were new. Like you can always at Goodwill see like the rack that they're about to start stocking, and so I like going through those because it's hopefully unpicked stuff. I am new into doing like vintage clothing, so I'm still learning like what tags are good, but I've watched enough resellers that do vintage clothing to know that liquid blue is a vintage tag, like a band t-shirt tag that you really want to watch out for. And I found one today. Here's the tag, liquid blue, and it is the Doors t-shirt. Really nice tie-dye color. I found sales comps for this one in the $30 to $40 range, so it's not like super, super valuable, but I only paid $2.99 for it, so it should be a good flip there. It is Thursday afternoon, and I went to both my favorite Goodwills. I found a few shoes at the first Goodwill, and I'll show you, when I get home, I'll show you those shoes. And at the second Goodwill, I found some stuff just for myself and for my mom, like a planter, and then some t-shirts for me. But the only thing I found to resell is this Hoover, and it's like an accessory hose and like attachment. It doesn't have all the attachments, it just has one of the three. And let's see, it goes to the Power Scrub carpet cleaner. I paid $3 for this, and it should sell for about $30. If it had had all the attachments in this bag, it should have gone for $50 or $60. So I've been watching a lot of Kevin over at Commonwealth Picker and Flipper, and his saying is when in doubt, part it out. And so that's kind of why I thought to look this one up, is that a lot of times for things like kitchen accessories or vacuums, the accessory can go for pretty good money if someone's missing it. Just went to one more thrift store this afternoon, went to the Howe Foundation. This one used to be really good for me, and what's cool is it's kind of like garage sale pricing where nothing is priced. It's just when you get to the register, they kind of give you a price, and sometimes you can haggle with them, which I don't know of any other thrift stores that you can do that. So that's kind of what's cool about this one. The problem with this one is they have a resident flipper that just like hangs out inside the store. Seems like all day long. I don't know how he ever sells his stuff, but I saw him in there today, and so it's really hard to find good stuff because he always picks the best stuff. So I think he's retired and he just hangs out there. I did find a couple pair of shoes. The first one, the brand is Drew. It's kind of hard to see. It's kind of like I guess I'd probably call it like a men's leather chukka. You can see the toe is not in the best condition, but what's cool about this store is you can pay, you can get a little bit lower quality shoes because they only charge $1 per shoe, and so I paid $2 for this pair. So even if I can get like 20 to 30 for this pair, the flip would be worth it. And this shoe I think retails for $189. Not a lot of good sell-through on eBay, but for $2 it was worth it to see if I could make 20 to 40 probably for these. The second pair of shoes I got are an Asics, also not in great condition, but I picked these up because I'm about to start. I can't decide if I'm going to start another YouTube channel or just make a like specialized section of this current YouTube channel, and it's going to be specifically aimed at people wanting to resell running shoes. And since I worked in a running shoe store for so long, I'm going to tell you everything that I've learned, as much as possible about selling and reselling running shoes, what to look for, what to not look for. And so I have a list of shoes that I'm looking for right now that like good examples of exactly what to look for, and then ones to that may not be worth as much to kind of stay away from. And based on the quality of these, they probably wouldn't have much resale value, maybe like 10 to 20 bucks. I only paid $2 for them, so they still might be worth reselling. You can see that, they've got just a lot of wear based on how the condition of them. This is the GT 1000, and so this is a lower quality. This is not a high-end specialty brand shoe. But anyway, I brought it just to do like a comparison with what's likely going to be the new reseller channel that I'm going to start. So stay tuned and I'll let you know when that goes live. I thought I'd show you my thrift haul from the first Goodwill that I went to earlier today. It was just shoes. The first are these Nike women's Air Force Dunks in super, super clean condition. They were $12.99. Can see they look like they've almost never been worn. I'm hoping to get like 40 to 60 for these. The date on these is from 2016, so they're definitely a little bit older, but the sell-through on eBay, there's a lot of these that have sold in the last 3 months, so I thought it was a good pickup, probably worth the $12.99. They're size 7. Next, I like looking for CrossFit shoes just because I spot them pretty easily. This is the Reebok CrossFit Nano in okay condition, not like super, super clean. This is one of my pet peeves when the forefoot, the upper of the forefoot, the toe starts looking kind of deformed looking, but the bottom's in pretty good condition, not terrible. These were $14.99. These were the most expensive ones that I got today. But these should sell for about 30 to 40. Just whenever I see CrossFit shoes, I just have a hard time not picking them up just because CrossFit shoes are expensive to start with. Usually they're like anywhere from 100 to 150 bucks. Okay. This last one is probably the best pickup of the day. This is the New Balance 1080 V10, so this is the version 10. What makes this a really good shoe to resell, this is a specialty running shoe. This is the current edition of this model, and so if you go to New Balance's website and put in 1080, this model, this one in other colors basically is what you're going to find. And so someone that's into running, they probably want the newest thing, hopefully, and they're gonna see that this is still the current model. You can see it's in super, super clean condition. These were only $9.99, pretty clean on the bottom. The only thing about this one that I'm not sure about, it could be really good or it could be not as good. This is a women's 12 wide, and so that's a pretty big foot for a woman, and so these could sit for a while unless maybe someone out there is going, oh my gosh, no one ever has my size, and then bam, there it is. This one I'm definitely going to feature on my new running resale channel, and I'll let you know what the name of that is, the channel, when I decide what I'm going to name it, but I'm going to feature this one. One thing that you need to watch out for on this shoe in particular, or just shoes, this is new technology basically. This is a knit upper, so you can see it's kind of got like a stretchy material. It's different than like the mesh upper. It fits more like a sock, almost like a stretchy sock. And so that's kind of some new technology that running shoes are using. And so super happy with this find today. Really nice pickup. So these should sell for, I would guess, 40 to 60 bucks. Maybe I could get a little more for them since they're still the current model with such low mileage on them, and a little bit of dirt right there I'll clean up and everything and make them look just nearly brand new. So I'll let you know when they sell. It's probably going to be a little while till I list them because I am gonna try to make several videos for my new running channel all at once, and so I've got to figure out how those are gonna go and everything. So I'm gonna hold on to these probably for a few weeks while I figure out what my video is gonna be, and so I can talk about the features of this shoe. So hopefully you guys aren't getting bored with my running shoe sales. I love talking about running shoes. So thanks for watching for my thrift finds today. Okay, so this is the last of, I'm pretty sure, 5 days that I went thrifting this week. Here's what I got. I went to 2 different Goodwills, my favorite ones. At the second Goodwill, I got this rocker shirt. I've never heard of this brand, and I probably honestly would have never thought to look it up, but it was new with tags, and I paid $2.99 for this shirt. Their stuff sells for quite a bit of money. They make like more expensive clothing than just t-shirts, but I think new with the tags, this shirt should sell for about 20 bucks or so. And like I said, I paid $2.99. Next, I got this FootJoys golf shirt. There's the logo on it. And it's in excellent condition, and this one sold for like 45 bucks, and this exact one on eBay, it was $5.49, and so I thought I'd pick it up. All right, here's what I got at the first Goodwill that I went to today. For $4.99, I got this like fleece quarter zip pullover. The brand on this one is really weird. It's New Era Canada, and when you put in New Era is a great snapback, like baseball cap type brand, and so pretty much that's all that came up. I couldn't find any of this one on eBay, and so I did find this like on Poshmark, and someone's selling it for 45 bucks. And I just thought it had kind of a cool vintage look to it, and so I might throw this one up on eBay for sure, and then maybe Depop. This next one I'm definitely going to put on eBay and Depop. This is a vintage 1992 Signal Sports Wolf shirt, and it's awesome. It's got a front and back print. Here's the brand on it, Signal Sports, and I only paid $2.99 for this. I hope to get about 30 or so. And let's see. This jacket I actually looked over the other day, and I decided to look it up today. And the brand on this one is Zero Restriction Golf Outerwear. And this one is a Gore-Tex jacket. And I paid $8.99, and I hope to get about 40 bucks for this one. All right, this one was expensive. I definitely spent some money on this one. I paid $24.99 for a North Face. This one is called the North Face Thermoball jacket. And in used condition on eBay, these are selling for probably about $60 to $75, maybe even a little bit more than that. And so $25 is a lot of money to spend on a jacket, but I figured if I can double my money, that'd be really good. And so I thought I'd give it a shot. Honestly, I'd probably be keeping this if it wasn't orange. In Oklahoma, there's 2 main colleges, like Bedlam type colleges. OU Sooners, which is like crimson color, and then OSU Cowboys, and they're orange. And so I'm not a Cowboys fan, so I probably won't be keeping this. But had it been red or black or blue or something like that, I probably would have kept this. So anyway, those are my pickups from today. Thanks so much for watching this week's episode of everything I picked up thrifting. And I've got to remember my new name. It's not Resale Rafa anymore. It's Early Bird Picker. Thanks so much for watching my thrifting video.